Right? Take a look at this. We still have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 4:45. So just for a couple more minutes here, this storm is weakening though, so I anticipate the National Weather Service likely going to let this one expire. It is for Rio Grande and Saguache County. It is going to eventually slide its way into Del Norte. We'll keep an eye on that. 4:45 again is when that warning is set to expire. We are still keeping an eye on a flood advisory in Chaffee County. That will stay in effect until 5:45. Heaviest rain has now moved south of that advisory area. However, we're not done with the rain just yet. Want to zoom out, show you most of the activity is staying off to the west of I-25. Starting to get a few showers, though, sliding south and east into Walsenburg. Want to point out another cluster of rain showers that we are keeping an eye on right now, traveling through West Creek. They will soon be traveling into Woodland Park, and you'll notice they are going to make a beeline right for northern El Paso County, too. So even though it has been pretty quiet around the Pikes Peak region so far, that is going to change. These showers are traveling off toward the south and east, as I mentioned, should push into Palmer Lake here within about the next 10 minutes. 4:51 is when these showers should push into Woodland Park. Cripple Creek looking for an arrival time of about 5:04. Taking a look at your Skycast, we are going to keep on tracking these storms over the next couple of hours. By 9 o'clock, likely still looking for the potential for heavy rain from Colorado Springs into Canyon City and Pueblo. That band of storms traveling toward the south through midnight, impacting Walsenburg, La Junta late tonight before these storms come to an end through early tomorrow morning. As you're heading out the door on your Friday morning, we are expecting a mixture of clouds and sunshine once again before the clouds thicken up right around lunchtime. Storms pop up mostly across the high country around noon, and then we kind of get a carbon copy of what we had out there yesterday and what we're tracking out there again today, with storms developing during the afternoon and expanding across the I-25 corridor through the late afternoon and evening. Here's a look at 5 o'clock in the areas of yellow, once again suggesting that heavy rain will be one of the biggest threats that we will have with the storms that develop tomorrow. So we'll have to keep an eye on area burn scars and areas that have just had a lot of rain over the past couple of days. We'll keep the storms around through about 7 o'clock, and then we'll begin to wind things down through the late evening and into the first part of tomorrow night, with most everything ending by midnight. Temperatures tonight will be dropping into the 50s and 60s. We'll drop to 62 in Pueblo, 57 degrees in Colorado Springs, 58 in Denver. Tomorrow, high temperatures staying a bit on the cool side once more. We'll hit 79 in Colorado Springs, 85 in Pueblo, with mid to upper 80s for the southeastern corner of the state. Your Colorado Springs 7-day forecast. 79 degrees tomorrow. We'll hit 82 though for your 4th of July, and your 4th of July forecast really not looking all that bad, especially for your fireworks shows. Here's a look from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock on your Saturday. We should have 70s dropping into the 60s during this time frame. Isolated storms during the late evening, but with sun setting right around 8:30, storms should come to an end, and then skies should begin to clear just in time for those fireworks events. So good news there. Of course, we'll keep an eye on those storms, so stick with us here over the weekend. We'll keep you ahead of any storm that develops. 86 degrees is what we're expecting on Sunday, with temperatures in the 70s Monday, Tuesday. We'll be back in the 80s on Wednesday. We're going to kick up the chance for storms early next week, all thanks to an early arrival of the monsoon we typically see during the late weeks of July. So arriving a little earlier than scheduled, but nevertheless we'll have to track it. 85 degrees in Pueblo tomorrow, 89 on Saturday. We'll be back in the 90s on Sunday as that monsoonal moisture moves in. We'll drop the temperatures into the low 80s Monday, Tuesday, and then we'll dry things out Wednesday, Thursday, looking awfully nice. Canyon City 83 tomorrow, 88 on Saturday. 90s expected Sunday with a 10% chance for storms both days this weekend. Should be rather isolated. However, I want to caution you that the storms that we do see could potentially get strong to severe, so we'll have to watch out for that. Teller County 71 tomorrow, 76 on Saturday. Upper 70s Sunday, then we'll dip into the 60s. 50% chance for storms on Monday.
All right. Sounds pretty good. 4th of July, all in all. Sounds like those who are having fireworks will be able to see it.
Yeah, I think we'll get those afternoon, evening storms, very typical for this time of year. So if you are planning any barbecues, might get chased inside for a brief period of time as those storms move overhead, but then should be able to come back out to watch the fireworks.
And honestly, looking at like the 7 days, 4th of July looks like the best of the 7. So
yeah, the weekend I think is actually going to work out quite nicely for us. So we'll keep our finger crossed that Mother Nature doesn't throw any curveballs our way. But as of right now, it's looking pretty